Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. You can call me the Nat Trap Saver. A little bit of quick background about myself for anyone who might be new here today. I am a new mama and I'm currently on a 1-year maternity leave in Canada. Outside of my maternity leave, I work in the tech industry, and because I'm on a maternity leave, I am budgeting on a slightly reduced income, and I am using my YouTube channel to document my journey towards financial abundance utilizing cash stuffing. I am back for another sinking funds update. I have $200 in my cash tray here. I have some finished savings challenges in addition to that we'll be pulling out and putting into our sinking funds as well. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Here is my sinking funds tracker. So I'll just quickly highlight where I pulled a little bit of money from a last pay period. So the stars on either side, that is where I pulled from or spent money. So let's see what I did here. Clothing, I pulled a fair bit out. I think I was telling you guys that there was an athletic wear launch that I was wanting to shop, which I did indeed shop. So I depleted clothing down to zero. Beauty, I pulled 30 from. I am trying a product by a brand called Dibs Beauty. It's totally hyped. A lot of influencers use it. It's like a dual blush bronzer contour stick thing. So I pulled a little bit out of there to try that product out. I took a little bit from my daughter Ella's. I bought her some clothes, so we brought that down to 400. And then nails, I just pulled 30 from to just put back into my cash stash for my YouTube channel here, just because I decided I'm going to hold off on getting a pedicure for a little bit. So I just brought that down to 70 because I don't need 100 if I decided not to get a pedicure like I did. Anyways, let's pull out our new tracker here. If you like this tracker, I always have it in my linked tree, which is in my video description. So it's handy if you like this layout for yourself and you're wanting to try it out. Perfect. So our first category that we are going to look at here is Christmas. And this is an exciting one because in my October Christmas savings special, I finished enough challenges to get me to my Christmas saving goal. So I'm just going to pull those out and we'll be able to stuff Christmas. I do want to continue stuffing a little bit more, even though I met my savings goal, but I'm just really excited. I get to knock everything off on my tracker. So this was a roll and save game by Budget by Camilla. So I've got a fair bit of money in there. And then also this challenge here, which is by Ali Bear Budgets. Peace Cookies Santa had $50 in it. So I've got those finished here, and we'll quickly count this all out. So we've got 51, 20, 40, 50, 65, 70. $170 more that we are putting into Christmas. So we're doing plus 170, which brings us up to now $800. My Christmas savings goal was 700, and I did this the last time too. Did I not bring out my sinking funds binder? 1 second, there it is. There we go, handy dandy sinking funds binder. So I have in my Christmas envelope here, I have a little placeholder tracker, and I get to color that all in today. So each tree that I had on here was $35. I only needed $70 to meet my goal. We're putting in 170, so we're already 100 over my goal, and I'm so happy about that. I wanted to wait till I got to my goal before I started my Christmas shopping. So I've done that now, and I feel good about doing a little Christmas shopping now if I want to. So let's just put that all away, and I'll just show you guys too. $350 of that is in the bank. And we will, where did that go? Christmas, there we go. Awesome. So I'm going to continue doing my monthly Christmas savings special on my channel here there'll be one more for November and then one for December. So if you're interested, definitely stay tuned for that. But what really set me up for a lot of success for Christmas was doing my Christmas in July series. All right. My next one here is for my daughter Ella, and I believe if I recall, that is at $400. So we're starting at 400. I'm pretty happy with this being in the realm of 400. So I'm just going to do $20 in Ella's today. And actually, should maybe look at what I'm looking at for completed savings challenges too, just to help me get a better picture of what I need to stuff today. Let's do that. So I've got 3 of my freebie savings challenges. Off camera, I rounded these up to the nearest 5 just because I don't like putting coins into my sinking funds. So this one is by Hey K Budgets, Little Birthday Avocado, which has 25 in there. This next one is by Saving with Sam. I drew over the little beads, but it says in my saving era. And this one has 40. And then this last one here, I actually forgot to do on my last sinking fund. So this one's been sitting for a couple weeks, is by Budget with Mama Bear. This was rounded up to $40. So we actually have a fair bit more that we're able to put in today. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 105, which is great. So let's put those bills back in the bill tray. And I think still I feel pretty good about keeping Ella's, just putting 20 in there. I'm moving at the end of the month here. And my kind of thing for my daughter is that I want to put some of this towards setting up her nursery. Okay. Nails I took from last time. I said that that has 70. I'm fine with that staying at 70. Once I get established with where we're moving to a new city, I will look at getting a pedicure, but you know, that will probably be in a few weeks. So that's okay for that to sit at 70 right now. All right, next one is Rainy Day, which should have $20 in there. Let's just take a peek at how that is looking. That does look like it has 20. Since we have a little bit of extra from some savings games here, we'll definitely, I'm just deciding if I want to put more than 20 in there. You know what? Let's just do 20 today. 20 plus 20, so we are bringing Rainy Day up to $40. Okay. Nails, Rainy Day, put a 20 in there. Okay, now our next one here is hair, which currently has 150 in there. I get highlights every couple of months. And so I put $50 a pay period into my hair envelope. And in my hair envelope, I have a little tracker, and each of the little pieces of hair tools or hair equipment is $25. So I'm coloring or outlining 2 of those. And this little tracker, same thing as the Christmas one that I already used, or by the Little Potato Saver. And I love that shop. It's one of my favorites. So I always keep that linked in my link tree, which is in my video description. So we've got 50 going into hair. So that's going to bring us up to $200, which is great. All right. Next one is beauty, which I pulled from. So there's $50 in beauty right now. And I want to put a little bit extra in beauty because I know the Sephora, the VIB sale or whatever is coming up. I'm going to guess like the next month. I don't know if the exact dates are out just yet. Let me just see what other categories I'm looking at. Yeah, so I think maybe today, what should I want to put in there? I'm wondering, thinking maybe I'll put 40 into beauty today. That way, if I want to buy a couple things from that sale, I can. And then I probably have one more sinking funds update before that happens. So if I can put even another $20 in there, I could get, if I want to, and if I need to, maybe 2 or 3 things, which might be nice. And $50 of that is in the bank. All right. Next one that I have is clothing, which I mentioned already that I depleted clothing down to 0. So I think maybe I'll put 40 into clothing as well, just to get a nice little healthy jump to get that back up again. So 2040. We'll pop into clothing. Nothing really on my radar for clothing right now. Like I mentioned, I shopped athletic wear launch recently by Buff Bunny. So unless something catches my eye on Black Friday, or if there's something else that comes up, but nothing really on my radar for that right now. Okay, next one is household, which looks like it should have 300 in it. I'm just going to double check that quickly because I'm happy with that if that does have 300 in it. Let's see. Okay, 50 in the bank, 200, 250, 300. Yes, there is 300. So I think I'm going to put another 50 into household. So we're going to bring that up to 350. Already mentioned in this video, I am moving at the end of the month. And so that money, I'm sure, will get put to use. And I'm sure I'll be happy to have that there. Okay, next one is for socials, which is, I've mentioned this, I probably should have given this a different name. It's really just anything to make my YouTube setup or my social media setup better. So I have $20 in there right now. I'm pretty happy with that. There's nothing major that I have my eye on or I'm thinking about for my social media setup. I think today we're just going to put $5 in there. I think the next thing that I say need here loosely to grab is I'll be getting a few maybe savings challenges from Etsy, but don't need a lot of money for that. So that's at 25. The way I drew that, that looks kind of like 28. There we go. Okay, next one we have gifts, which looks like that should have 25 in there. Let's take a peek. And for gifts, I'm just trying to think, I don't really have anything on the horizon for gifts. 25. Yeah, I'm just going to switch my 5 out. I'm going to put a 10 in, so adding $5 to gifts, bringing that up to $30. Plus 5 is 30. Birthdays is my last one, and then I might have a little bit extra here. So, oh, I dropped a $5 bill. Bear with me 1 second here while I grab that. So birthdays is my last one that I'm going to be stuffing here. And yeah, I might go back because I don't need to put a ton into birthdays today. I think my first birthdays that I'll be shopping for, or not my first ones, my next ones rather, will be in the month of March. So I've got a ways to save up for some birthday gifts. So what did I say here that I should have? I think 45 in birthdays. Let's just take a peek and double check that. 20, 30, 45. Yes. So let's put 20 in there. That seems good. So we're going to bring that up to 65. So birthdays, we had 45 plus 20, and we're going to bring that up to 65. Okay. So let's take a peek at what we're looking at here and then decide where we want to put that money. So I've got 20, 40, 50, $55 left. Okay. So I'm thinking here, maybe I'm going to put this into, let's do 2 categories. I'm going to put this in. So I think I'm going to put a little bit more into beauty because like I mentioned, there's a Sephora sale coming up. So what do I have? Let's put, I'm thinking 30 into beauty, and then I'm going to put 25 into Ella's. So let's do that. So I'm just going to put a couple little stars on the bottom where we're going to update those rows here. So Ella, we're going to do, so she's at 420 plus 25. So we're going to bring her up to 445. And then for beauty, we're going to do $30 more. So we're at 90 plus 30. We're bringing that up to 120, which I feel good about. I am a girly girl at heart, and when I hear that there is a Sephora sale coming, I like to have a little money away. And I love using cash budgeting to save for stuff like this because it's like, you're planning for it, which is important as opposed to putting it on a credit card or just spending a ton of money one day that you didn't expect. All right, so that is everything that we're going to be stuffing for our sinking funds update here today. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you would consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye, everyone.